All right, let's see. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into the training. Welcome. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Let's see. Welcome into the AI note takers that are going to be coming in. Let's see, Martin. It looks like you're the first one here on a Monday morning or a morning out here in LA, but it could be afternoon or evening where you are. How are you doing, Martin? Martin, if you, it looks like you're off mute. If you want to say hello, you can say hello if you'd like to. It looks like you're unable to talk there. Let's see, Amy, I just saw you come in. Hey, Amy. You can say hello if you'd like to. Amy, how are you? If you want to unmute, hi.
Hey,
Good to meet you.
I thought I was on camera too, but I don't know how to turn it on. Maybe it's just voice.
Yeah, just for the trainings, it's just voice, but you have a cool little illustration right there. That's pretty neat.
Thanks.
I like that. So, what brings you our way?
Honestly, I got some emails. I'm assuming I clicked on something. You guys are pretty persistent. So here I am.
Yeah, a lot of touch points today. It used to be only, I think, maybe two or three in sales. Now it's about 20. So, well, just because we're also, like when you're on your phone, you could have missed like the first 10. It's kind of crazy, but
Well, I
um,
mean, I got a literal phone call too. So it was a lady
oh,
that called plus the auto.
nice. Hey, welcome in.
Thanks.
What's your industry? What do you do?
I run my agency, so insurance broker, hire, trainer.
Okay. And then your leads, I would imagine you probably get a lot of referrals, but do you run ads? Do you kind of get lists? How do you do your outreach?
Yeah, I have paid I do paid leads for like sales or so like
Yeah.
client leads to just
Yeah.
write product on. It's through a company called Quility. And then I have a co-op that runs leads for hire of training of agents through like LinkedIn
Yeah.
and ZipRecruiter.
Oh, very cool. So you do so you have the clients and then you also do agent training as well?
Yeah,
Oh, nice. Nice. So you do outreach just to bring in kind of folks like onboard them and then the clients, kind of two different outreaches, I guess.
correct. Two different
Oh,
outreaches.
nice. Yeah, that's cool. You could use a Dubb for both of those different landing pages. We'll get into all that, but I'm saying that's a nice little split you have there too.
Okay,
Yeah. Well, welcome in. Thanks for coming in, Amy. Appreciate it.
sure.
Yeah. And if you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat as we go along. This training, along with all of our trainings, I'll put this in the chat. It's on our Dubb support on YouTube. So usually it's loaded up there within the next couple hours, but typically what people will do is they'll go look up the training they came to and they go back to the parts they want to see, like, oh, that's how you do the email or that's how you reach out on LinkedIn, and then they'll go back and be able to learn that way. And then they'll just
Okay,
pull it up there. So I'll drop this in the chat and just put it in there.
perfect.
Cool. Thanks, Amy. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Um, and let's see who else came in. So welcome into more AI note takers. Welcome back to the AIs. Always got to be nice to the AIs. Let's see, Mike. Let's see. I saw you came in as well. How are you, Mike? Yeah, if you want to unmute, you can. If not, you can say hello in the chat if you want to, Mike. Let's see if you're a human, Mike. It says NA. I'm not sure what that means after that, but hey, Mike. Mike, can you hear me? Looks like you're off mute, Mike, but I can't hear you.
You there?
Yeah, how are you, Mike?
I lost you.
I think you can you hear me okay? Looks like I can hear some
Can you hear
background
me?
stuff. Yeah, now I got you. How you doing? Yeah, tough kind of background, I think. Well, Mike, thanks for coming in. If you want to throw in the chat when you have a chance, Mike, just industry wise and what kind of brings you our way, that'd be cool, just to have an idea. And then everyone that's in here today, at the top of the hour, around 11 o'clock, these trainings typically last about an hour. We're going to have Ruben and Darius come in. They're the founders of Dubb, and we're launching this new. Um, Product with Dubb called Dubb AI. So what it pretty much is in a nutshell is if you have Slack, the communication platform Slack, where a lot of teams communicate back and forth, or if you're just a solopreneur, you do your own thing and you happen to have Slack for different channels. If you have that communication platform, we have a new thing called Dubb AI. So what this AI is going to do, basically, in a nutshell, is it's your assistant. So you can tell the Dubb AI, hey, listen, go research the top 100 leads for this, blah, blah, blah. It will do the research. And then you can tell Dubb AI, look, I'd like you to write some personal copy for these folks. Great, I'll do that as well. You know what? I'd like you to actually send those out to the top 100, and it will actually do the sending. So it's called Dubb AI. And if you have Slack, which is what you need to be able to use this thing, folks either have Slack or they don't. If they want Dubb AI, they just add it to Slack that they already have. If they don't have Slack and they want Dubb AI, they just get Slack. You get the free trial of Slack, not free trial, you get the free version of Slack. You get Dubb AI set up, and then you're able to do all kinds of stuff. So we just finished beta testing it and everything. So at the top of the hour, anyone in here that wants to stick around at 11 a.m., we're going to have a little presentation of that. And then as we start going forward here, we're going to have people that are using it, and it's a lot of fun. So basically, if you want to stop doing a lot of the admin tasks that you're doing associated with sales, all you have to do is integrate your CRM, your Gmail, whatever, stuff you use, because Dubb AI has over 3,000 integrations. So it's pretty much your little assistant when you have Slack that can do all this other stuff and do some settings. So it's pretty neat. So we're going to cover that at the top of the hour at 11 when we're done with our regular Dubb run through here. So anybody that just came in, top of the hour, 11 a.m., if you want to check out Dubb AI, we'll be doing it. All right, so let me share my screen here and let's jump into the good stuff. Let's talk about why Dubb works, how to use the best strategies, and the different ways to record. All right, let me share my screen and here we go. Actually, let me do this first. Hold on one second. All right, the big thing we want to focus on when we use Dubb for Dubb videos is what is someone going to see when they actually get the video that you've sent? So right here is a 3-second animated preview of when you send a Dubb video. So when someone receives it, they're going to see a repeating animated GIF that looks just like this. This happens with Dubb when you hit record, the first 3 seconds are going to repeat. So whatever you're doing in front of the camera for the first 3 seconds, that's going to be the animated preview. You can change that inside of Dubb. There's a little slider inside of the platform where if you did something visually cool in a later part of the video and you want that to be the animated preview, you can do that. But just know the most efficient way to do it is when you hit record, whatever you're doing for the first 3 seconds, that's the animated preview. Now you'll notice in this example, I'm holding up and I'm saying, what's your hook? You want to figure out the hook before you decide what kind of video you want to record. That's the most important thing. So whether you're reaching out to a person or a group, why are you reaching out and what's going to be the reason they have to want to click on this thing? So what we do internally on our side and what we recommend for folks to do, if you have any kind of AI that you use, like a Grok, a Claude, a Gemini, whatever it is, or if you use within Dubb, if you use Auto, which is right here in the Dubb dashboard, our AI guide, whatever one you use, just go to the AI and say, look, here's my industry. Here's my ICP, my ideal client profile. Here's the reason I'm reaching out to this person in the group. Here's the value I want to convey. And here's the action that I want them to take. So when you give the AI that information, it'll get it. And then you want to ask the AI, what I need is, please give me a list of about 20. You can do more or less. Give me a list of about 20 3 to 5 word hooks that I can use in my videos to get someone to want to click on it. The reason we say 3 to 5 words is because typically that is what fits on this little whiteboard that you see right here that I'm holding up that I'll explain in a second. And also 3 to 5 words works really good in a subject line or an SMS. Gets right to the point. Now, when the AI gives you this list of 20 3 to 5 word hooks, you want to give it the human pass, see which ones you like, make the adjustments or have the AI make the adjustments, and then you're able to add it. So now you have your hook. Now you have to decide on what kind of video style you want to record. Well, this one right here is recorded with the basic webcam right inside of Dubb. I have the Dubb mobile app on my phone, Dubb app, Dubb app. And on the Dubb mobile app, there's a whiteboard feature where you can type. And that's exactly what I'm typing right there. Now, the last part of it is because it's animated, I'm just doing a little bit of movement to it. That's that nice repeating motion. This is probably one of the most straightforward styles that you can get because you have that hook front and center just like this, and you can sit right in front of your computer and record it. Now, you also, from that same webcam, can drop a virtual background behind you. So let's say for an instance, you're like, you know what, I'm okay with doing the hook. I don't need to do that. I think the visual behind me is going to be enough of a hook and give enough context. If you feel that way, drop a screenshot behind you. It can be someone's profile like you see here. It could be a screenshot of a website. It could be a screenshot of an action someone took. Maybe they filled out a form. It could be property if you're in real estate. It could be an article that you want to share. So if you feel that gives strong enough context, just a little wave, a little point back, that goes a long way. You can do that as a style. Now you also can do a combination of both of these things. So you can drop a virtual background behind you and you can hold up the hook, which is a nice little combination to be able to do that. Context behind, hook in front. And again, that works really well for real estate too, because you can just throw a property someone's interested behind, have the property address, or have a question. But any industry that you're in, context, hook works really good. Now, another style of video that you can record is something that looks like this. Now, this was recorded with the basic screen recorder called the Dubb Chrome extension. So it's a browser-based screen recorder. So you'll notice inside the browser here, there's a Dubb button right up at the top in the browser. When you Google Dubb Chrome extension, it's a three-step process to pin it up there at the top. When it's logged in, now you have the ability to put yourself on top of anything within your browser. So as you can see right here, I put myself on top of this here, and I'm going to give someone a nice visual walkthrough. We can see it's a market update because I'm right next to the title, but I have some annotation arrows pointing towards the bubble. And notice again, I'm holding up that additional hook. We know it's a market update, but there's been a big change in the market. So whatever industry you're in, give context. It's right there. You're physically on the page in the circle. And again, you've got your hook. But being a screen recorder, it's a nice way to visually walk someone through something. And anything within your browser, Chrome extension. Now, we also have another screen recorder called the Dubb desktop app. Now, the Dubb desktop app is like a little drone that flies over everything on your computer screen. So it's not just, it can go on top of anything within the browser, but it also can go on top of anything outside of the browser. Whether it's a Canvas slide, document, video, whatever you want, you can put it on top of anything. You also have the ability to crop in closer to what you want to show. You'll notice on the site here, I'm pushed in closer. So when I show the Chrome extension and the desktop back to back, you'll see the differences and similarities between the two. But the big takeaway is Dubb Chrome extension is browser-based, Dubb desktop app is not, and it can go on top of anything. The last way that we record is with the Dubb mobile app. Now, the Dubb mobile app can do a lot of the stuff you saw on the webcam. I can take a screenshot, put it behind me like you see right here. I can put some text on screen like you see right here. I also have the ability to just put the hook on the screen if I want that, or an introduction, whatever I want. The hook, move it around, different font, different color, different size, emojis, put it anywhere on the screen, something nice and simple like this. You also have the ability to use picture in picture with the mobile app, which is a cool function. It actually uses both cameras on the phone. So if you want to physically record what's in front of you and be on the screen at the same time, this is a really cool way to do it. Pretty much it's perfect for real estate walkthroughs, in real estate. But if you're not in real estate and you want to do, maybe you're doing a nice walk and talk for a social video. It's pretty outside. You're doing a little walk. Maybe you're walking around the office. You can do a little walk and talk. If you're at a conference or a big meeting and you want to show the crowd, kind of explain what's going on, and then post that to social or send it out as like a video newsletter. If you're sitting in front of your computer and you pull up someone's site or all the things we just talked about, and you hit record and you lean in physically to your computer, that's a nice little different visual someone can see. If you're ever with a client in person together and you want to do a quick little video testimonial, either take a selfie stick, set this up here and have them sit across from you, or just record them. You're in the top left, they're in the middle, and you're able to have a nice little Q&A as a testimonial that you can post. So picture in picture is a really cool function. Even works really well for local prospecting. If you're going out to local businesses, record a nice video outside of the business, send it inside to the contact, come and say, hey, I sent you a video. And you can make a cool little commentary about the outside of their business, maybe something you noticed. So whatever style you choose here, in terms of the different styles I just showed you, whatever you choose, you send it to someone, they see the hook, they see the animated preview, they click on it, and it's all about their experience when they land here. This is called a preset in Dubb terms. So customized landing page, but we call it a preset, but that's what this is, customized landing page. Now, when they get here, they're going to see your logo to the left. They're going to see the initial video you recorded right here in the middle. And then they're going to see a playlist of videos that is going to play right after that video you have just created. Now, the power of the playlist is not only does it provide more education for this person, but it also gives you the ability to record your pitch video one time. So record a video, minute, minute and a half, what you do, why it's important, your product or services, why someone should go with you. Record it once. It sits here in the playlist and it always plays after the video that you've created. Because these initial videos should be about that hook that we talked about. I wouldn't make these initial videos longer than a minute. 30, 40 seconds is probably the sweet spot. Get right into the value that you want to talk about and have them take an action at the end. Now, if you have any video testimonials over here in the playlist is a really good spot to have them. Kind of closes the loop on the experience. Has worked really well for folks over the years. Now, if you don't have video testimonials or you do and you want to get more and you don't want to meet with someone in Zoom or Google Meets or whatever and have to have it edited, there's a way to do that that I'll show you in a second that a lot of Dubb users use and it's convenient for both sides. Now, below the videos here, you have your call to action buttons. These are your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've consumed the content? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? That's probably been the most popular button in sales forever. Do you want them to visit your website? Do you want them to download a document, listing agreement, contract, guide? Do you want them to email you back? Do you want them to fill out a form? Do you want a link to an external form? Do you want them to check out a case study? Maybe you want them to leave a review. So a lot of options down here. If you have multiples, I would put them in order of importance from left to right. Now, the reply with video button down here is pretty cool. Sometimes people reply with a video when you say it. Doesn't happen all the time. But the main function for that button that Dubb users have used over the years with success is getting video testimonials. So if you want to get a video testimonial from someone, record a video for them, put that button below it right here. I could say, hey, this is Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using Dubb. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. All you need to do is click the reply with video button below. You don't have to download anything, nothing complicated. And just let me know, what do you love about the platform? And then they send the video back to you. And then you have a little notification inside of Dubb that you have a video reply. You make it part of your playlist. And this is a really cool loop that someone's in right over here. Now, the last part of the page over here to the right is your AI assistant called Sia, your sales interactive assistant. And Sia is great because when people land on the landing page, maybe they're thinking about taking the next step. Maybe like, oh man, I'm thinking about doing it, but I have questions in real time. So what can happen is over here to the right, you can ask some questions. You have FAQs, you can ask questions of the AI. And when you ask the question, it's going to jump right to wanting to keep the momentum going. So it's going to answer the question, but it's going to say, hey, are you ready to book a time? Or whatever that next step is that you want them to take, that's what it's going to do. Now, this AI is educated inside of the Dubb platform. So inside there, it will be educated on individual website pages that you can give it. It will physically learn what's in text on those pages. And you also can upload a PDF. So one or the other or both, and it becomes educated on what you want it to be educated on. And then it's able to keep things moving forward. Now, these pages in particular, these preset landing pages, you want to have different preset landing pages for different parts of your audience. So if I was in recruiting and I worked with employers and candidates, I would want to have a preset landing page for the employers and a preset landing page for the candidates. Same thing with splits in any other industry. Like we were talking about at the top, with insurance. Insurance is clients and then recruiting the agents. Those are two different pages. Same thing with mortgage, coaching, consulting, finance, real estate, buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expireds. Any segmentation in the audience, you just want to have a different preset landing page that speaks to them. Now, with Dubb, when you go from a free trial to a paid plan, we have an optimization setup for you. So you would meet with the team in Zoom. They would help you set up the pages, the buttons, everything, so you're absolutely ready to go. And all of this is tracked as well. So did someone open the email? Did they watch the videos? Did they interact with the AI? Did they click on any of the buttons? Did they just view the page? All of this will help you follow up in a really, really smart way. Now, as far as creating these videos, how do we create them? All the different kinds I just showed you. So we're going to walk through and see how we do it. So webcam one, let's start there. So this is one of the most basic ones you can do. Right inside the Dubb platform, right up here at the top, there is a red button that says create video. We're going to click that right there, and that's going to open up our webcam. Now, to get the whiteboard that you saw before, it's part of the Dubb mobile app. So you're going to go to Dubb app, Dubbapp. And when you do have the Dubb mobile app, here's what the home area looks like. And it's a little button right up there at the top, that little person with the square and they're a little in the corner there. Tap that there, and now you can type. So all I was doing before was type my hook, type it, turn it, just like this. And then if you want to have a virtual background behind you, all you have to do is go below, select virtual background. We have a bunch of stock stuff down here, but I would go to your photos. And this is where you would upload into this area any screenshots that you have. All the stuff we talked about before, websites, properties, profiles, actions that someone took, websites. Creates a little library for you in here. And then just select the one that you want. It'll put it behind you. And there you have it right there. You just want to make sure you have a good front light. So whether you have a ring light, natural light, combination of both. If you are talking with your hands, I would keep them within your shoulder range. You don't want to go out into the soup here. Kind of like you have dinosaur T-Rex arms, kind of like in here. And if you want to combine both with the hook and the virtual background, just bring it up into the frame. And you got it right here. Now, every Dubb option to record has a teleprompter option. So if you want to use a teleprompter, all you need to have is a script saved inside of Dubb first. And then in this particular example, I'm going to click over my head. I can go right to scripting. See how it says create new script? It'll bring me right inside of Dubb. I can copy and paste the script in there. I also can scroll to scripts that I've already created, or I can search for a script by title. And then once I have it, the teleprompter is going to drop down. Now, from a physical perspective, you want to be about arm's distance away, let the words flow up into your eye line. You want to be able to give it a practice read because you don't want the words to surprise you. You want to have the right inflection. But once you practice this a little bit, using a teleprompter is awesome. It saves so much time, and those specific words and phrasing that you really want are right in front of you. Now, if you want to control the speed, this is done right here. Just adjust it up or down. If you want to hit the play button, this is really good right here. See if you like it. Back the text off or zoom it in. Now, sometimes when you write a script and then you read it out loud, you might want to make some changes. So there's a pencil icon right over here to the right. Make your changes, click save, and it's good to go. Now let's record an example. So I'm going to bring my hook in. Here we go. I'm going to hit the record button right in the middle, get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. I can hit the pause button right over here left at the bottom, stop the teleprompter, stop the recording, take a break, click it again, it'll keep going. If I want to delete the video, it's the red X. And I always ask you, are you sure you want to do this? And if you'd like to save the video into the platform, it's the blue check mark, and that will save it into Dubb. So pause and resume, delete, save. And if you want to close the teleprompter, just tap this right here and it'll close it. So again, this is one of the most straightforward ways you can communicate right from your computer, virtual background, hold up a hook, combination of both. So I'm going to save this video into Dubb now. I'm going to select the blue check mark and it's going to save it into Dubb. Now, when it saves it into Dubb, I'm going to land on the video edit page inside of the platform. Now, anytime you save a video into Dubb, this is always where it's going to take you. So when you land inside here, you have some options. So right away at the top, I can edit the title of this video internally if I want to. And then just hit the check mark when you're done. And then if I want to preview what this video looks like on a preset landing page, there's a button all the way to the right, a little square button with an arrow. When you select that button, it's going to open up a new tab and say, yeah, there's the video I recorded. Here's my logo. Here's my playlist. Here's my call to actions. Everything's here. You can preview it and see if you like what it looks like. Now, if you want to change it to a different preset landing page that you've already created, just click the little drop down here. Notice it says Rob's preset with a green check mark. That is my default preset. Anytime I record a video, that landing page that you just saw will always be attached to it, unless I change it to a different preset landing page that I've already created that you can see below. And just with one click, it'll change everything about the background. You also can download the MP4 version of any video that you save into Dubb. Right here, download the MP4. I can upload this directly to YouTube if I have a YouTube channel. And every Dubb video has a QR code right over here to the right. If you select that there, QR code pops up. This is really great for any kind of, door hanger stuff in real estate, mail marketing in any industry that you're in, physical mail marketing. If you're at an event and you want someone to scan your QR code, maybe you created a video said, hey, it was great meeting you at the event. If you got a booth, set up a placard. If you're doing an open house in real estate, put something right on the counter. Thanks for coming to the open house. By the way, click below for similar properties. So a lot of options with the QR code. Now on this page as well, you have some more information down here. There's an analytics tab right over here. And we have an AI coach here called Kyra. So if you click generate, it's going to give you immediate feedback on the video you've recorded. So delivery analysis, content, and visuals. You also have activity right over here. So if you select this little button here, you can really drill down on what you want to know more about. Were people watching the video? If they were, what's the watch percentage? Are they clicking on the buttons? What are they doing for their action? That'll help you follow up in a really, really intelligent way. Then you also have editing. Any Dubb video you save into the platform, you can edit. So you can select the editing tab here. I can come right down here and hit the play button. I can play the video. Hi, this is Rob. I can drag my timeline. See how I'm dragging it down to the bottom left? So let's just say I want to cut something out here, right? Let's just say I want to cut out this part right here. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to select the scissor icon, which is going to split the clip. I click it here. Now the clip's in two. I'm going to drag it or play it to my second cut point, scissors. Now it's split into three pieces. Whatever is highlighted in orange is what I can get rid of. And the delete button is right there. Click delete and it's gone. And if I want to bring everything back, it's undo, 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 and I'm right back to where I started. So you created a video, you got it on a landing page, and now you just want to be able to send it. So to do a simple send, we're going to open up an email, open up a compose, and here would be the best practices. So you always want to have the word video in the subject line. It is the very first thing someone reads. Then you want to have that 3 to 5 word hook we talked about. Drop that in right there. Then you want a little bit of text. And then to drop the video in, you just go like this. Inside the Dubb platform, there is a big blue share and send button that sits right here. This thing. Click it here, opens up, put the email of the person you're sending it to. You can add a little personalization text at the top of the video if you'd like to. You don't have to do this part right here, but you can. Click copy for email. It copies it to the clipboard. Come right over here and you just paste it and you drop it in just like this. So now let's look at screen recording. So this is an example we looked at in the beginning, this one right here. Screen recording videos. How would you record something within your browser? Put yourself in a circle, put yourself on top of it, walk someone through. What you're going to do again is you're going to Google Dubb Chrome extension. 3-step process to pin it in your browser. You can see the Dubb button right up here, and that will enable you to record on top of anything within your browser. We're going to use LinkedIn as an example, but again, this could be any website within your industry you want to be on top of. So here is LinkedIn right here. I'm going to click the little Dubb button up here at the top, and it's going to physically put me right on the page. Now, the webcam has some abilities here. So you can change the size right here. If you just drag the edge, you can make it whatever custom size you want to make it. You also can control the shape. So you can click these right here, square, rectangle, circle, whatever you like. I try to match the feel of the page that you're on. Ruben's in a circle. I'll stay in a circle. And you also want to think about your placement. Where's a cool spot to put myself on the screen that someone's going to see? I'm going to go right next to him, bump up right against his bubble. I also can zoom myself in, back myself up. I can physically move myself around inside here. And I also can jump to full screen when I want to make a point, go back to the page. I also have the ability right over here to turn my camera off. So if I just want to do an audio walkthrough of something that I'm showing, I can do an audio walkthrough. I also can change it to my headshot if I want to use my headshot. And if I am live here, I have the ability to drop a virtual background behind me right inside the bubble, like we just did with the webcam. I could drop it right behind me, right in here. I also have a teleprompter right over here. So we just used a teleprompter before. This one's a little bit different. So I'm going to grab a script right here. And you'll notice right here, I have the ability to go up and down. See me controlling the speed here at the bottom, just like we did with the webcam. I can hit the play button, back my text off or zoom it in. But the difference here with this one is I can physically move this around my screen and I can grab the sides like this and manipulate it like this. So I'm going to put this up towards the top right here. And when I hit record, I'm able to tap this thing to bring it forward to be able to use it. Now, if you are using this teleprompter, I would not go full screen on your browser. If you go full screen and you're trying to use the teleprompter, it's going to hide the teleprompter so you physically can't see it. So you never want to go full screen if you're going to use the teleprompter. Leave a little bit of space here there at the top. So when you hit record over here to the right, you can just tap this with your mouse, bring it forward, and you can use it. Now, lastly, you have 3 orientations to record with Chrome. Over here to the right, you got camera. It'll open up like a webcam. You got tab, which will be a nice clean cut of the page that you're on. So if I hit record right now, it's not going to show any of the tab mess I have at the top. It'll just be the page that I'm on. And if I click screen, it will get my entire computer screen. So if I want to take someone on a tab journey and bounce them around a little bit, I have the ability to do that. Okay, so I'm going to record a video here. I'm going to bring in my hook. Remember the hook we talked about? I'm going to bring that in right here. I'm going to hit record over to the right. I'm going to choose my tab. You can see me right there. I'm going to click share, get a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I wanted to send you this quick video here because I saw that you were in technology. I am as well. I thought we'd have a quick tech chat. So again, I did my lean in, my animated preview, me looking, doing this kind of thing. And then I decided to jump to full screen. When you make these recordings, jumping to full screen is a really nice way to kind of make a point to someone. It breaks the visuals, make your point, and then go back to the page. And you can do that by hovering over the webcam with your mouse, double click it. It'll bring you right here. Double click it to go back. You also can scroll around while you're recording, be very free flowing if that's your style. You can hit the pause button right down here at the bottom. If you want to stop the recording, take a little break, take a little break, then click it again to resume. If you want to use the annotation tool right over here to the left, you can use this to point things out, like I showed you in the example in the beginning. You can do some text on the screen if you want to. You can do some numbers, put things in numerical order of importance. You can draw on the screen. You can do circles, underline, whatever you need. So this is a really cool way to be on top of anything within your browser and visually walk someone through something while pointing things out that are really important. All right, I'm going to hit the save button down here, the check mark like we did before, and that is going to save this video into the Dubb platform just like it did before. Now, how would I share this video with Ruben? I recorded it for him. How would I send it to him on LinkedIn? Well, on LinkedIn, you want to be a first connection. You want to be connected before you send a Dubb video. So I'm going to send him a little connector request. Most people connect. Once I'm connected, I'm going to click the message button right down there at the bottom. And when I click that there, he's going to be able to get a nice animated preview like you see right here. Very different than he normally gets in his inbox. Now, we do have an integration with LinkedIn. So let me just refresh this here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So when you go to message someone, it's going to have the little Dubb button down there at the bottom. So you can see it right there. So when I click that little Dubb button, it's going to open up the Chrome extension that we just used. I'm going to scroll through here to find my video that I recorded. There it is. I'm going to click insert. It's going to drop it in. And then I can highlight this text to do that hook that we talked about and then click send. And then Ruben will see that nice animated preview. Now, the last screen recorder we're going to talk about is the Dubb Chrome extension. I'm sorry, not the Chrome extension. We just saw that. The Dubb desktop app. So you're going to Google Dubb desktop app. You're going to download it for Mac or PC. And when you do that, the little Dubb symbol is going to pop up either at the top or the bottom on your computer. And again, the big difference here before we jump is, and it was Chrome was browser based. Desktop app is not. It can go on top of anything. So I'm going to click the little Dubb button. You can see the functionality right up here at the top. I'm also can click View Quick Menu. That'll pop it up like this right here. And I'm going to click Record Screen. So now we can see similarities and differences. So first of all, similarities. Webcam does all the same stuff that the Chrome did. The annotation tool does all the same annotations that Chrome did. The teleprompter is similar to the Chrome in the fact that you can move it around everywhere, but it's different in this regard. When you come in here and you choose the script, the first option you're going to have is voice recognition, which is called auto track. So if I hit record right now, this script would go at my pace when I'm reading it. Now, if I don't want to do that and I like the scroll speed that you saw before, just click that button closed. You'll notice I can go up or down now with the speed. So whatever one you want, whether it's auto scroll, speed right there, or auto track, which would be voice recognition. You have that choice. Now, as far as recording, there's a red slash down here in the square. When this little red slash is right here, what that means is if I was going to hit record right now, it would get my entire computer screen. It'd get my whole screen if that red slash is there. If I get rid of the red slash just by clicking on it, now I have a drop down of choices in terms of what I'm going to be recording, what's going to be in there. Right now it's on landscape. So that is the proper orientation for YouTube. Now you'll notice whatever is between the blue lines here, that will be part of the recording, and I can move this wherever I want to. I also can change this to custom, which means I can crop around anything I would like to crop around. This is one of my favorite ones because you can get very specific about what you want to show. I also can change this to portrait. So if I want to do a social media video right from my desktop, I can do it right in the proper format, vertical format. Just put it on top of whatever you want to put it on top of, which is really convenient. Now, lastly is going to be the recording. I'm going to hit the record button down here at the bottom. I get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. I'm recording. I can pause and resume the recording right down here at the bottom like we did before. The big difference here is what the check mark does. So previously to this, with the webcam and the Chrome, you hit the check mark, it saves it into Dubb. That doesn't happen with the desktop app. When you select the check mark here, now it's going to open up a preview window, and I have just recorded a clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. So what we're going to do here is we're going to record a couple clips, we're going to merge them together into one video, and then we're going to save it into the platform. It's a little different than the Chrome. Now, the cool thing about the cool thing about clip recording is you can drop MP4 files if you have them on your computer, drop them right in here, make them part of the story. So what I just recorded here was a screen recording clip. So how do I keep going now? How do I continue recording? Down to the bottom left, there are 3 creative options that you can choose from. The one all the way to the left is record screen. That's the style of the video I just recorded. So if I select that icon there, it's going to take me right back to where I was. I could have swapped out the background for something different, tab, video, document, canvas slide, whatever. I'm going to hit record, and now I'm just recording in that exact same style I did of the first clip. I'm going to hit the check mark here. And there is the second clip that I recorded. And I can physically move these clips in any order that I want to. So I don't have to record chronologically. I do the end first if I wanted to. And if you tap the 3 dots on each clip, you can download or delete each individual clip. Get rid of the ones you don't want, keep the ones that you do. The next icon to the bottom left is called the webcam icon. So I select this here, it opens up my webcam, and now I can record a video in a webcam style. So I could say, hey, welcome into this video here. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Hey, you know what? I want to talk about something very specific for a second. Hit the check mark, and there is that clip, which is visually different than the other ones. The last choice you have down to the bottom left is what's called Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to take a video you've already recorded, it's in your video library inside of Dubb, put it inside of a bubble, and put it on top of anything you want to put it on top of. So it's using a pre-recorded video instead. So what I could do is I could sit here in front of my webcam, record a video, save it into Dubb, pull up the website, document, Canvas slide, whatever I want to be talking about. I'm going to select the narrator video icon down at the bottom left. It's going to take me to my video library. Let's pretend this is the video that I recorded. And there it is. Now it's going to put the pre-recorded version of me on top of whatever I have pulled up, and it's going to do all the work. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operators. I can scroll around, annotate, do whatever I want to do, but the point is the pre-recorded version of you is going to do all the work there. Now, when we're ready to combine these clips into one video and save it into the platform, you have two choices. One button says upload down to the bottom right. That's going to merge all your clips together, save it into the platform. The other button says edit. That's going to merge all the clips together, and then you can do a quick little edit right here, right inside the Dubb desktop app. This editor is just like the one I showed you earlier inside of Dubb. The difference is you can just do it right here before you save it if you want to. And then you can just click the upload button, and that'll save it into the platform. Now, the last kind of recording that we're going to look at is going to be the Dubb mobile app. Now, the mobile app is similar to the desktop app in that it records in clips as well. It's a clip recorder, but it has some other cool functionality on it as well. So let me share my screen here. Make sure to get the Dubb mobile app, Dubbapp, and this is what it's going to look like to record on the mobile app. Okay, so here is the home area of the mobile app right here. Here's your video library right here in the middle. To record, all we're going to do is click the blue camera icon right at the bottom, and it's going to open up our camera. Now, when it opens up the camera and you are first using the mobile app, it's going to be defaulted for 1 minute of recording time. I'm going to slide it over to 10 minutes. It will stay sticky every time you open the app. It will stay on 10 minutes unless you change it. Now, to record, I'm going to tap the circle right here, and now I am recording. Now I can pause and resume this recording right here. And to end the recording, I can just tap the circle again. And there is the clip that I have just recorded. So like we did with the desktop app, this is a clip recorder. And this clip has been automatically saved to my phone. So I have it in my photo video area if I do need it. I'm going to hit record one more time just so we have a couple clips in here. Each clip has to be at least 2 seconds. There's my second clip. And I can physically move these around. I can take my finger, hold one here, slide it. Now, if I tap a clip individually, I can trim, rotate, delete, and if I select edit, this is where I can come in here and I can do some stuff with the icons to the right. So the music icon to the right, you can add royalty-free music. We have a whole library that you can choose from. Just make sure you adjust the levels so it doesn't overwhelm your voice. You also can click the scissor icon, which is where you can trim the clip. If you select the text icon to the right, this is where you can leave clips in here. Each clip has This is where you can drop in here your hook. So like we talked about in the beginning, you have your 3 to 5 word hook, drop it in here. You can change the font, color, size, shape, whatever you want, move it around the screen, all like we showed in the beginning. If you want to do a voiceover over your clip, maybe you got a great visual, but it's kind of loud, you want to put a voiceover, select the little microphone icon to the right. Make sure you adjust your VO and the original audio. Maybe you want to be completely over it. Maybe you want a little bit in there. So just adjust it right there to wherever you'd like it. And if you want to speed up the clip, the action, the timing of it, you can go all the way up to 10x. So if you have a fun action clip and you want to speed it up, you can do that. You also have a little icon to the bottom right that does burned in subtitles. So if you want to do that here or at the end, you have the ability to burn it into the actual video. What do these icons do right over here? Well, if you select the tooltip at the top, it's going to tell you right here. Now, once you understand the functionality, this is an important one you want to have. You want to have a countdown timer on. This one right here, 3 or 10 seconds. I always go 3 just because it feels like the perfect amount of time, 3, 2, 1, and you are actually recording. Now, you also have video stabilization, which is right here. Video stabilizing is pretty cool. You could be doing a walk and talk with a video, and maybe it's a little herky-jerky, and you really want to smooth things out. Just select this little button right here, and it's going to smooth it out. You can go low, medium, or high, and it'll make it much more stable. If you want to use a teleprompter, this button right here, this is a really good one. Teleprompter is pretty awesome in here. So let's just grab this one right here. Okay, here we go. See the speed right here, up and down between 1 and 10. See me controlling the speed going back and forth. You can hit the play button right here. See if you like it. You can hit the edit button right over here to the right. Make some changes in real time like we talked about. You can adjust the script up or down like this just by grabbing the sides because a lot of the times when you're trying to keep your eyes at the camera up here at the top, right? You want to keep it close to the camera for an eye line. If your eyes are wandering down here and you're reading the script down here and your eyes are dropping, either increase the speed or just slide everything up like this so there's nothing for you to look at down here. You got to keep your eyes at the top. And if you're doing landscape, just physically turn your phone and it will turn right to the side like that and you'll be able to switch it. Now, the other thing you want to think about is this. You want to think about in terms of voice recognition. So if you don't want to use auto scroll, like you see right here, you want to use voice recognition, like I mentioned with the desktop app, you can change this. So you can go right to the icon right over here, this little gear icon. Select this here, select auto track. And now when I read this script, it's going to highlight the words and move at my pace, just like this. I'm going to hit record, and this is what it would look like. This is how Kimberly makes millions of dollars in intentional and that I can kind of move my way through. So see how I was highlighting the words as I was moving? So that's called auto track, which is voice recognition. Or if you want to use the speed, just click auto scroll and you can control the speed. So you have that option. And then to close the teleprompter, tap the X and it closes. Now, if you ever recorded a video outside of the Dubb mobile app and you want to drop that clip in right down here, just go to the folder button right here. It'll take you to your photo video area in your phone, select the video you want, and you drop it right down here and you add it as a clip. And you can move it in any order that you want to. If you want to record your screen physically, it's this button right here. If you want to use filters, we have this little button here. You can kind of scroll your way through, see what effects and color gradations you like. Just kind of make your way through here and see what you like. You choose whatever one you like in there. And then the one I showed in the beginning, picture in picture, that's right here. So if you select picture in picture, it's going to record what's in front of you. And now I can physically move myself around the screen. I can make myself bigger, talk to the screen, go back, make myself smaller, move out of the way, zoom in, back up. You got some cool options. And then the last one down at the bottom left is your virtual background. So if you took any screenshots on your phone like we showed in the beginning, just hit that little button there, drops the virtual behind you, record your clip, and then you're good. And then when you're done and you're ready to combine these all into one video like we did with the desktop app, click the blue button to the top right. That's going to merge everything together. So all your clips are going to become one video, and then it's going to be automatically downloaded on your phone. So you have a finished copy. And then at this point right here, you're going to have the ability to upload this with the blue upload button right here. This will save it into the Dubb platform, and then you can share it wherever you want to share it. It will be available on your phone and your computer, anywhere you're logged into Dubb. Now, the mobile app itself, you can do sharing here as well. So you'll notice the video library right here. Let's just say I wanted to share this video here. I'm going to select my video. See where it says share video right in the middle, that big blue button? Click share video. Click copy for email, copies to the clipboard, paste it. Click copy for SMS, copies it to the clipboard, paste it. Or you can use the icon to the top right. You can select the block icon for email or the paper airplane icon for SMS. So you're able to share that way. But the whole idea about deciding on the different kinds of styles that you want to record, they all have different meanings, right? I mean, sitting in front of your webcam, it's a great straightforward style holding up the hook. Doing screen recordings, visually walking someone through something, walking around with the mobile app, using picture in picture, or doing the screenshot behind you there. All of them are very creative and will get someone's eye as long as you have the right hook. Now, as far as CRMs, what if you have a CRM that you really love? Let's say you got like a HubSpot, a Salesforce, a Go High Level, right? You have these things that you really enjoy using. Maybe you're with a company that has, says, hey, you got to have HubSpot, or maybe you just have your own, you really like it. Dubb integrates with a lot of different CRMs and third-party senders, like a MailChimp, a Constant Contact, other CRMs like Lofty, Follow Up Boss, Go High Level. We have a big list right here. So if you want to keep the workflows that you have and you just want to add video, this is a great way to do it. Now, if you want to keep everything in-house and you're like, you know what, I want to do everything under one roof, with Dubb, you can do that. You can upload your contacts with a CSV file right inside Dubb, do tasks, deals, tags, notes. You can do campaign sending within Dubb, bulk sending, email, and SMS. And you also can do automation. You can do email and SMS workflows, automated workflows. That's part of our Pro Plus plan. So if you really want drip sequencing, like when you sign up for a free trial to Dubb, you probably got, I think it's a 13 email drip that you would get from us. And that's a nice way to have things happening in the background while you're doing other stuff. So you either can take the videos you recorded and drop them into the integrations you already have with other CRMs or senders, or you can use Dubb for that. So it's your choice. Now, here inside the platform, I mentioned Auto in the beginning, your AI guide right here. Now, Auto can answer questions related to Dubb. Hey, how do I use the Chrome extension? What's the best way to use the desktop app? It can also answer strategy questions. Like if I'm in, let's say, real estate, hey, what are the five best videos to make for real estate? What do I do there? Well, you can ask Auto about that. Now, copywriting with Auto, this is your best practice here. Say I want to write some copy, whether it's email, newsletters, whatever it is within your industry. Over here to the right, there's a little person icon, user icon right here. When you select this, you're going to notice it says basic and sales. So let's pretend I'm in real estate for a second. And let's pretend that says buyers and sellers. So like I talked about in the beginning, when you have the Dubb landing pages, you want to have different landing pages, right, for different segments of your audience. Same thing here when you're getting ready to write copy for your AI. So if I was like, you know what, I'm going to write a video newsletter, but just for my selling audience. I'm going to choose the seller profile I created because when you create a profile, all you have to do is come in here and just click create profile, come in here and just answer the questions about this part of your audience. You even can choose a preferred tone of communication. That way, when I come in here, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to write this for my sellers. I click sellers. And when I go to write the copy or have the AI write the copy, it will remember everything about that part of my audience. It'll take that into account. So when I say write that, newsletter or email or whatever I want to write or video script, it will write that. It'll ask me, hey, do you want to save this inside of Dubb? Yes, I do. Save it inside the platform, load it into a teleprompter, and deliver that video. So it's a nice little workflow to get into where you use the AI, make sure you create the little segments of your audience so it knows about your audience, writes the copy, and then you're able to deliver it. So it's pretty cool how it all comes together. Now, if you do need help with this, down at the bottom left, there's a little intercom bubble where you can actually talk with the team. So you can talk with the AI or a human being on the team. You also can do keyword searches. So if you want to look for something related to the Chrome extension or desktop app or webcam, it's going to give you the video, it's going to give you some screenshots, and it's going to give you an article as well. You also have over here to the right, right under training, right over here, this second link right here. If you click this link right here, it's going to take you to the video library right here called Dubb Academy. And we got a lot of great videos in here that are labeled in terms of how to use the platform. You also have YouTube. This is our Dubb support channel that I mentioned in the beginning. And these trainings all go up here when they're done. So if you need to go back to a certain point, we also have other edited videos related on topics. This is a nice little learning center. We also have this right here, this little phone number right here. This is to Sophia. This is our AI support slash coach agent over here. Runs 24/7. If you have questions, you can call Sophia right over here and she'll take the answers. Lastly, we have this right over here. It says refer and earn right here. This is our partner program. So when you click apply now, it's going to create your referral link that you can share with people because if you love using Dubb, why not share it and get paid? We do a 30% recurring commission on anybody that subscribes to Dubb. So we do a simple 30 and 10. So if you guys sent me your referral link and I subscribed, you would get 30% recurring. And then if I created my own link and I got someone to subscribe to my link, you get another 10%. So simple 30 and 10. Invite people in here to the training. Dubb.com/T. We're in here 5 days a week. If you ever have a big gathering where you have a Zoom together, maybe you have a Tech Tuesdays or Thursdays, and you want me to come in and pitch, just let me know. I'll come in and pitch for you. If you're currently on a paid plan with Dubb, whether it's Pro or Pro Plus, and you want to get a free account and have us paying you instead, get 4 or 5 professional contacts, get them referred over here, get them to subscribe. We'll do our thing in here, help you close them, and then you got a free account. And we have people doing well and well beyond that, every month. So depends on how you want to promote it. But it's easy to talk about something when you like using it. Okay, so I see. Let's see what we got here. Rexford, I saw you had your hand up over there. How are you, Rexford? Let me pop over here and say hi. If you can hear me, okay, you can unmute. Hi.
I can. Hi. I was on a previous training with you and you showed how to send a video snapshot. I've thumbnailed by email. I did a practice and I figured that out. I am going to put context into the CRM. You're not integrated. We have Monday, Monday.com. So
I
I'm
believe.
going to have to use for sales contacts for prospects and leads. I'm going to dump them into the Dubb CRM. But right now, I want to send a reminder, a meeting reminder for tomorrow to
Hmm.
17 people. Rather
Hmm.
than doing an individual thumbnail and saying, hi Rex,
Hmm.
can I add a list of 17 people and have a general reminder video go out?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, you can do a couple things. So first off, let me just check something really quick. You mentioned Monday. I believe we have an integration with Monday. Hold on, let me just check to be
Yeah, I
sure.
didn't see it on the list.
Let me see. Let me just pop through because it sounds familiar and Monday's pretty big, but let me just check really quick. Sometimes they're named a little different, but let's see. Yeah,
Oh, I did.
Monday.com right there.
Oh, it
Yep.
is there. How
Yeah,
about
right
that?
there. Yep. Yeah. We got Tuesday.com too. No, I'm just kidding. No, Monday. Haven't heard of those guys. They're the number two guys. Yeah, Monday.com. Right there, you can do that. Or if you wanted to, you could create a nice general reminder. And if you did want to do it within Dubb, if you see over here to the left in campaigns, you would
Hmm.
go over here under email, and there's a
Okay.
little video right here
Hmm.
shows you how to do this step by step, and you can
Okay.
do a bulk sending within there. So you just want to make sure that you have, whatever you're most comfortable with, whatever you like. But since you have Monday, you can just pop it in there and do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Rexford, thanks for coming back in, my friend. And everybody, we have someone in here. I think I've heard of this guy. His name's Ruben Dua. He actually created Dubb, this whole thing, along with theirs. Ruben, hey.
Hello, friends. How you guys doing?
Ruben, what's going on?
Oh, I wanted to demo the new Dub AI technology. If anyone is
Mhm.
looking to hire their new AI assistant, Rexford, I just overheard your use case about sending a video follow up to a number of folks using either Monday.com's sending system or Dub's, both of which you could use. So there's sort of another option that you have in your Swiss Army knife here, using an AI assistant, if that sounds interesting.
It sounds interesting and frustrating, but yes, it sounds interesting.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Rob, is this a good time to kind of jump over to the demo?
Yes, I actually mentioned in the beginning to the folks that were in here that you were going to be doing this at the top. So we're closer to 11. We're almost there. So yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so hello, folks. My name is Ruben, and I would love to present Dub AI. Now, Dub AI is an agentic experience, which means it's using AI to become your AI agent. And I think this is really powerful because AI is not just here to provide us copy or to give us strategy or to sort of be a chat that we can text back and forth. Yeah, Amy, thanks for the chat. We will come in tomorrow. We're going to start doing this daily. So cruise in tomorrow, same time. Okay,
Thanks for
so
coming, Amy. Thanks for coming. Good chatting with you in the beginning.
Thanks.
yeah,
Bye.
in fact, we'll tell our AI assistant to send you the recording if we can make that happen before you
Perfect.
arrive. Thanks. So AI now can be your assistant. So I would love just to get a show of hands. Maybe just put one in the chat if you're using AI in some capacity, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini. If you're using AI in any capacity in your Gmail or your Drive or your CRM or your system or in Dubb using Auto, which is right in your Dubb dashboard. So I'd love to just get some audience engagement and just get sort of a show of hands on who is using AI so far. Um, Rexford, I can only expect that from you. You're our top student right now. Okay, so we've definitely have some interest and some usage and experience using AI. Now, the second question that I want to ask is, who here in the room is using Slack? Slack is a chat technology, but it's also a collaboration technology so that you can interface with your team, so that you can sort of use some third-party tools. I would love to know if there's any sort of experience using Slack. Rexford, have you heard of Slack? Have you used Slack?
I have used Slack, yes.
Oh, okay. Do you
Not
currently have
not
it?
often, just only when I'm dragged into it.
Okay, that's fair. So yeah, that makes sense. I respect that. Slack has yet to really prove its power. And if if the whole team is not using Slack, I understand how it's not going to be widely adopted. So we chose to have Slack as our version 1.0 of our AI assistant interface because Slack is it's a widely known piece of software. It's owned by Salesforce, of course, and it has a lot of technology and a lot of capabilities, and all of it can be used on their free account. So we chose to use Slack since it's a widely accepted and used and safe tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to explain how to use Dubb AI Assistant. Now, the Dubb AI Assistant is, again, it's made available in Slack. We do have some integrations coming in the future, like Microsoft Teams, and even an email option where you can email your AI assistant back and forth. So those are forthcoming, but I will proceed with this demo using good old Slack. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Any questions before I proceed? Questions, comments, concerns? All right, and then Rob, I just sent you a request for screen sharing.
You now have the power.
Okay, thank you. All right, so what I've done here is we have a sort of a mock Slack account here, appropriately titled Acme. Okay. And the user here is, of course, Wile E. Coyote. Okay. So
Woohoo.
what I'll do is I'll present a couple of different use cases here. How Dubb AI can be used as a CRM assistant, how it can be used as an email assistant. Let's say that you've got a dozen or so folks that you want to send a quick email to, a personalized email, and you want your AI assistant to do it on your behalf. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. A lead generation assistant. This is also a possibility. But really, the sky is the limit here. Anything that you can think that AI can do with certain integrations, this is going to be able to do. So the requirements to get this set up, number one is you're sort of required at this stage to go. Let me look at this browser here. If you go to this account right here, sorry, this page, dubb.com/AI. This is how you get started with installing Dubb AI, which is free to start, no credit card required. And all you have to do is click Connect Slack. If you don't have Slack, go ahead and click the Get Slack button here and then go back to this page and then click Connect Slack. So it's sort of like a 1-2 sequence here. Get it and then connect it. So, but Rexford, in your case, it sounds like you already have it. So just make sure that before you click that button, just make sure that you go to slack.com and just sort of, log into your account. So slack.com, maybe log in, and you'll be able to log in here. I'm already logged in, so I'm seeing that. And then once you see that, you can connect it. Okay. So Rexford, any questions on that?
Not so far. No.
Okay, thank you. So now what you'll do is you'll go to ai.dubb.com, and then this is the new platform of Dubb AI where you can go ahead and configure this technology, right? So the first thing you want to do is just sign up with an email. When you click that button right here, it's going to take you through the sequence of getting everything signed up. But we do encourage you to just go to ai.dubb.com and make sure that you do see your dashboard here. Okay. And then the thing that you want to do here is you want to make sure that your Slack is connected. So in this case, I see the status as connected, and then I can just click Manage Slack. Okay. Um, the other thing that makes this really interesting is the integrations. So we are building these integrations as we go based on demand and based on what people's requests are. So, I want to connect HubSpot, which is a sample CRM that I can use here. So all I have to do is find HubSpot, find my account, and then in one click, it's it's connected. So now I've connected my HubSpot account. Okay, so now you can notice my HubSpot's here. So we also have an integration to Dubb. So your Dubb connection is actually in the settings section because it's a more sort of native integration. But this right here is going to allow you to get real-time reporting based on your Dubb activity. So this becomes really interesting because it allows you to understand who's opening your emails, Who's clicking on those emails? Who's watching the videos? What percentage of the videos are they watching? Are they clicking on your calls to action? And then based on that, you can have a certain assistant, all powered by AI, to do the follow-up for you, to give you a ping, say, hey, Rexford, pick up the phone, send them an email, shoot them a text. They're hot, they're interested, they raise their hand. So I think this becomes really interesting when you get all of these integrations configured. Okay. So now that I just, Rexford, I just want to take a quick peek for you. There is indeed a Monday integration.
Mhm.
So this is free to connect, it's free to use, it's free to try out. I would love to build a case study with you, Rexford, if you want to. I'm available, right now for 30 minutes, maybe an hour. So if you want to go through this process with me, I'm ready and willing to do that if you'd like to set it up on your side.
I would be really grateful for that, but I can't. I'm
Okay,
getting on a meeting and not very long, so
no worries. You're
I
good.
got to get prepped for something at 1:30.
Oh, you're good. Would you like to do that tomorrow or anytime this week at
I
11?
I I would love to do this. On Wednesday would be, I'd do it almost any time.
Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific, I will meet you right here. All you
Okay?
have to do is click on that same link.
Which link?
The dubb.com/T.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same place that you got in this morning.
All right. Well, you mean getting into this AI section?
The live training with Rob.
Okay, okay. All right.
And I'll be here at 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
11 Pacific, so that's 1 for me.
Yeah. 11 a.m.
Okay.
Pacific. Perfect.
All right.
And then how long do I have you for right now, Rexford?
Um, 15 minutes, 10 minutes,
Okay, let's
15
go.
minutes.
I'll give you this will be the 15-minute teaser and then we can wrap the call. And if
Okay.
anyone else is interested, we're going to start to do this every day at 11 a.m. And I'd be honored to work with you all and get this all configured. It's very powerful. Let me continue the demo here. So in your case, Rexford, you would integrate Monday or
Mhm.
whatever platform you're using.
Mhm.
There's 3,000 integrations here. So I encourage you to go scour here and see what becomes interesting for you. Google Calendar, Google Drive. There's a lot of really interesting things here. Okay. So now I've got everything configured. Um, this is powered on Claude, Anthropic's technology. It's SOT. This is a SOC 2 aligned technology. We use Amazon, we use Salesforce, we use Slack, we use Pipedream. So it's all very safe technology. All your data is yours. If you ever want to delete your account, it's a one-click delete. You click delete account and it's simply cleared and all your data is gone. We don't use your data for training or for storage or for anything like this. Okay, proceeding on here, I'm going to go back to my Slack account. So now in my Slack account, what I can start to do is I can start to say, let me start with my CRM. So this is going to go and it's going to search the CRM based on certain metrics. So in this case, I'm adding Dubb AI to the channel. And then it's going to initiate the process. So you see those eyeballs, which is like a comic book eyeball type of thing. That just means it's looking at it. It's activating, it's working in the back end.
That's
So
one of
now,
my favorite parts.
yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite it to my email assistant. So in this case, I'm saying search for my email for any pending emails and tell me if I need to follow up on anything. The other thing is I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to ask it to send you an email. If that's with your permission, Rexford, if I could receive your email.
Yes.
You can put it in the Zoom chat.
Okay. I thought I was there, but I wasn't.
No worries.
You want my email address?
Yeah, any email I can, if with your permission, I'd love to have this AI assistant send you an explanatory email as a proof of concept to show how this can actually send emails. Think about this. You mentioned your use case of you've got a dozen or dozen or so folks that you wanted to email. This is a perfect use case of how you could import those 12 emails and say, Dubb AI, shoot these emails to these individuals via my Gmail or via my Outlook, whatever you choose,
Hmm.
and include this video link. And it's going to go and send these emails on your behalf. You don't need to use any campaign sender. It's going to ask you if the format is okay, if the mock email is okay, and then once you approve that, it'll actually go and send it on your behalf.
Hmm. Pretty slick.
So now I've asked it to do this request, and then let's go ahead and take a look at this request that I did. Search my email for any pending emails and tell me what I need to follow up with. So what this has done is that this has searched my inbox. And based on the parameters, it's telling me all of the relevant emails that I should go check out. So just imagine what type of emails are sitting in your inbox from past clients, from prospects, from partners. The sky's the limit here in terms of what type of gold is sitting right in front of you that you might have skipped just for whatever reason. So based on the parameters that you provide this, it can go and be very intelligent to search for your email. So you can say, look for prospective clients that fit this parameter within this time period, and please present those to me to see if there's any opportunity to go and follow up with them. So I know that in my inbox, I do miss emails from time to time, and a lot of the times it's people who are interested in partnering with us for some reason, and there might be gold sitting in there. So
Mhm.
this is just a really good use case on how to go and check your email and have your assistant go and provide some information to you. Now, once you have this, you can actually go and ask it, please craft an email. And then once it gets that request, it's going to go and do the work. It's going to craft some copy. Of course, it's hungry, it's learning, it's your assistant. It wants to take direction from you. If you have ideas on copy, provide it to it. If you have general parameters on what your tone is, for example, do you like to be direct or casual or professional? It's going to go and learn that tone from you.
Mhm.
Okay. So let's kind of let that do its thing over here. And now let's go back over here. And then sure enough, this has crafted the email and it's been sent to you. So Rexford, if you check your email, I'm
Mhm.
assuming you're going to see an email from Wile E. Coyote explaining what Dubb is. So I want you to think about what the capabilities are for your business, how you can go take one email, 10 emails, 100 emails, and go and send these people personalized emails to each individual. So now let's sort of put the pieces together. But before I do that, do you have any questions, Rexford?
Well, when I send an email, let's say I've got a list of CPAs, which I do.
Okay.
I'll learn more about this Wednesday, but I want to send a reconnection email to them. That's going to be a dub video, correct?
Yes.
Is it going to have the little thumbnail or
There's a way to configure that, which I'll show you on Wednesday. Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah, great question.
Hey, Ruben, I got an email from this guy called Wile E. Coyote. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, perfect. So do you want to share your screen, Rob?
Yeah. All right, right here. Here we go. What is Dubb AI? Here's what I need to know. Oh, hey, Rob. I want to give you a quick overview of Dubb AI and then get the list right here. Very nice. Yeah.
So just imagine Rexford using this every day where you meet a CPA and you meet them online, you meet them in person, you have them in Monday, your CRM, you've got them in your email inbox, and you want to create a flow of engaging with them. So Dubb AI is going to be able to put all the pieces together here. It's going to be able to download information from your CRM, upload information to your CRM based on records. It's going to be able to send emails. Do you use Gmail or Outlook?
I use both. I use Gmail for all my marketing stuff personally
Oh, perfect.
in-house, and I use Outlook for my business.
Well, this is a perfect fit for you because you can connect both of those. You can have your Gmail and your Outlook. If you go to ai.dubb.com/integrations, you actually have both options to go and connect those. So that's going to be,
If I'm integrated with Monday with Dubb, my Gmail, all of my Gmail and Outlook email comes through Monday.
oh, perfect. So the test that we will do on Wednesday is to see how Monday handles the request
Yeah,
to go and send emails because
yeah,
that's not something that I've tested before.
yeah.
The integrations are all based on the APIs and what capabilities these third-party companies provide.
Hmm.
So, assuming that they make that, assuming that they allow it, we should be able to do that, but we have to test it.
Hmm.
So that's a perfect test for Wednesday,
Yeah.
1 p.m. your time. Okay, cool. Let's proceed here. Got a couple of minutes till you gotta jump out. Let me share my screen. So what we've done here, just to get a recap, we have a CRM assistant that's scouring our CRM, downloading, uploading information. I really love this use case right here because what this is doing is it's showing how it found individuals from my CRM. So it went into my CRM and it figured out who the hottest opportunities are. What did I mark as an opportunity? What did I mark as a deal? What did I mark as a sales qualified lead? Who have I received emails from? Is there any type of tag or piece of information that signifies that these individuals are hot prospects? Whatever those metrics are, based on what the CRM integration is capable of, it's going to be able to go and mine this information. So if you're sitting there at your desk and you say, what's the most important thing I should do right now? Let's pick up the phone and call these 6 people
Hmm.
based on the information in your CRM. You can do this from your email, you can do this from your CRM, whatever you choose. But this is the hottest thing that you could probably do to drive sales, in my opinion. Your email, your CRM, your text message, maybe. I mean, these are the 3 channels that I think have the most valuable stuff. Why? Because it's people raising their hand, expressing interest, you know, um,
Hmm.
warm, nurture, and then sure enough, it has the emails here. So I could flex here and I could say Dubb AI, send an email to all these folks promoting. What is your typical call to action, Rexford?
Well, we're wealth managers, and a lot of our business is business planning, business succession. So our call to action would often be either a response to their request for an analysis of some kind or a white paper.
Okay. And what about one-on-one meetings? Do you offer those?
We do, yeah.
Okay. So I'm not going to send this, but I could go ahead and send this with all the correct parameters.
Mhm.
And then the thing that I want to do to make sure that I feel 100% safe is I'm going to just give it this global direction. Please always ask for approval. This just makes me feel more comfortable because I don't want
Mhm.
it sending anything on my behalf without my approval.
Yeah.
So I would go ahead and send this. And then sure enough, it's going to go initiate it. In fact, let's just click the button and see what it does. While that's processing, there's a little bit of jumping back and forth here while it's processing. I think that's how I figured out how to demo this. I hope that's okay with everyone. Um, so Rexford, you should have received an email in your inbox. It should be there from Wile E. Coyote. So
Okay.
that's interesting. A lead generation assistant would be, so then I would go ahead and I would give it this request here. Now I'm going to ask it to go search for leads. So in your case, Rexford, you would want to find CPAs. So what are your parameters? Is it geography? Is it just CPA? Is it US?
It, I, I, I don't have a good answer to that. That's a
Okay.
marketing hole. I should be able to define it, but I don't. The, the,
Okay.
the sorting that we do is usually done at a stage before their response. So, scrubbing lead sources for asset sizes and employee sizes and so on.
Okay, understood. So yeah, based on whatever your parameters are, let's say it's finding CPAs in a certain specific geography of a certain business size type, you would say go and scour the web for sources to find these individuals. I need company name, I need email, I need phone number, I need address, whatever your parameters are. And then you could actually have it go and do lead generation for you. So we also
The,
have
the,
integra
the much better definition for us is they've usually signed up for a webinar or a seminar of ours, and so they're registrations.
Oh, perfect. So then what I would do is to get your CRM cleaned up, I would say at Dubb AI attached.
No sound.
What's that?
Your sound went out.
Oh yeah, no, I was just typing.
Oh,
If
okay.
when I talk while I'm typing, I type a lot slower.
All right.
Attached is a list of registrations for our webinars, white papers, downloads, etc.
Mhm.
Upload to Monday, CRM in contacts. So now I'm going to attach an XLS file, a CD, a PDF file, a CSV file, a TXT file. You could even put a sort of a copy and paste of folks. And now here's a really interesting and easy way to import all these contacts into your CRM.
Mhm.
So this is also really powerful as well. And now once you've uploaded these, now you have this data. So if you put the pieces together, you can say, well, great. Figure out who's hot. What was
Mhm.
a chat message that someone sent me?
Mhm.
Maybe an email response, maybe a certain marking or certain parameter of buyer persona that they are. Like who's hot? Who should I
Mhm.
follow up with? And then based on that, you can go to your email assistant and you can have your email assistant go and draft emails, send emails, whatever you're comfortable with.
Mhm.
Another thing that I like to do is I like to say, um, sometimes I feel comfortable doing this. Save an email in my drafts folder. So I can go and save a bunch of emails to my drafts folder directly in my Gmail or Outlook. And then I can go in and sort of manually craft each and every one of those. It
Mhm.
really it really gives you a little bit of guardrails. So you start to build your trust with the technology. And we're here every day supporting people. So we encourage you guys to come and meet us in these live trainings, and we can show you how to use technology like this, how to connect your CRM and your email and your Dubb account, how to generate leads, how to follow up with your leads, how to close more deals.
Mhm.
So Rexford, thank you so much for working with me. I know you gotta run here and prepare
I
for your
do.
for your
Yeah.
next meeting.
Yeah. Very, very powerful. I look forward to Wednesday. Thanks.
Absolutely, Rexford.
See you, Rexford. Thanks for coming in.
Yep. Bye bye.
Yeah, if there's any other questions, oh, here we go. Richard, should you send out daily new video of one? Okay. Richard, did you want to unmute or jump on the mic? We're happy to support you.
Greetings.
Greetings.
I'm in Vanuatu and it's
You're what? Sorry?
5 o'clock in the morning.
Where where are you?
I'm in Vanuatu, the
Where is Vanuatu?
island nation east of Australia, where I do my
Oh,
real estate.
oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Anyway, I might have come in a bit late because of the time change. We're an hour ahead from Australia here, so I might have come in. In fact, I know I've come in late with what you were doing. But look, what I was talking about was that if you're, I've got my database. I've got a database in Dubb now of over
Okay.
7,000 people, and I've got Dubb sending out 20 emails. Just started with Darius, 20 emails an hour, 10 hours a day. So there's
Okay.
200 going out every day, and I've got a lot of information to promote on this new project I'm doing. So I'm just wondering about whether I should be doing an email, do a face to camera, a Dubb every day on the project and having it just rotate being sent out.
Oh, that's
Um,
cool. Check my screen. Is this where you are?
yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Amazing. This will be a first for us. Amazing. Rob, I'll let you answer that question.
Yeah, I think face to camera is awesome, especially when you're trying to update. And Richard, I think you and I met like what was it, last year? Or like, you and I,
Yeah,
yeah, I remember you were telling me about this stuff. And I think you're probably on Pro Plus, I would imagine with Darius, you got the drip sequencing going, like you said. But as far as a daily face, I mean, look, you can do one of two things. You could record something that is that you can use all the time, like an evergreen one. You could record a series of those you can use. But if you go daily, I would just make sure you have a good hook on the daily stuff. Like if you are making a video daily, what is the reason for that video that's going to be impactful for those folks receiving it? You know what I mean? Like what about the project today on a Monday do they need to know about? Was there a change in something? Or maybe there was maybe you're still on course. Is there a new detail that had been added? Did you have a meeting about something? So maybe if you use Auto or Dubb AI in our dashboard, or if you're using Chat, Grok, Gemini, whatever you use, get in there and say, listen, here are the updates on the project. Please give me 5 scripts for 5 days going on, 5 days in a row. And then you can massage those scripts if you're using a teleprompter and deliver it. If not, and you know off the top of your head the things you want to say, I would keep the video short, but deliver that content right away and think about what the hook is for someone to want to watch that daily video. Maybe it has to have a title in it like your daily dose or something, your daily dose of the project or something creative like that. Does that make sense?
yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Yep.
Yeah,
And the second part, Richard, too, is just the visual of it. If you are sitting in front of your computer with the webcam, maybe you have a screenshot behind you that's that update on the project. Maybe they can visually see that that's behind you the whole time that you're talking about it. Or you can use the whiteboard like we talked about before, and I think you've seen me do this, where you have the whiteboard on your mobile app and you're able to type something like this, like the update message. I know it's reversed in Zoom, but you can type the message on there. So when you start recording on your webcam, that says something about that daily update and why they're going to want to click.
yeah.
And if you want to send us an example, you can. Feedback at Dubb. I'll put this in here. I'm not sure if you use this yet, but this is the
I
email.
sent one. I sent one last week to you.
Hmm.
But if you look at if you have chance, if you look at pacifichavenresort.com, I've got
Hmm.
so much to unload about this particular project that I could, I could talk. I've already got one going out, just started, which actually has exactly what you're talking about, a picture of the artist's impression of the project behind me. And then
Okay.
I've got over 60 artist impressions which I've manufactured. So I've got no shortage of visuals. But the thing is, I'm just thinking about This is working my existing database as it's currently now coming in, but I
Yeah.
already have an autoresponder through Follow Up Boss working over every 2 or 3 days for a month, sending out 12 messages. So I already have an autoresponder, and it
Yeah.
sends out an SMS message as soon as they link and as soon as they put as soon as they respond, and
Yeah.
it also sends out a pre-recorded video that I've done with Dubb, the very first one I ever did. So that they're
Yeah.
getting lots of stuff from me. But
Yeah.
you're talking about here about scraping new business,
Yeah.
and that sounds very interesting to me. And I just don't know how I can scrape new business for this particular project itself, which is PacificHavenResort.com, as I mentioned, which is a
Yeah.
scuba diving resort academy
Mhm.
themed resort on the waterfront.
That's beautiful. Ruben, you're a scuba diver. You love scuba. Yeah,
Patty
that's
certified. Patty certified.
Well, I'm actually linking up with Paddy to be a franchise for Paddy, and we're
Okay.
having a totally dedicated freestanding scuba diving academy with its own training room and all the bells and whistles, so that it's a truly themed and schemed, I suppose, themed scuba diving academy for new divers coming to learn how to dive.
Oh, that's
So,
amazing.
mm, so we're on a
Well, I
beautiful
have a
bay
vested
called
interest to
Kimber.
help you because I love the sport of scuba diving. And what I one thing that I've learned from scuba diving is when it comes to nature is only leave your footprint and only take the memories.
Well, we've called the resort, that's very good. We've called the resort Dugong Resort. So we've got a marine concept as well, conservation, and the beautiful bay. It's 2 kilometres across by 3 kilometres long with a surf beach at one end. And it's a beautiful clear water bay to learn how to scuba dive in with a sea deck reaching right out over the coral to get direct access into the bay itself. So it's
Well,
got everything, Bob. Plenty to talk about.
please add me to your CRM as a prospect.
Right. Okay. All right.
Okay. I've
Right.
been
That's
wanting
great.
to. I was in Hawaii, in Kauai actually, and I was going to take my son. He's 12 years old. I was going to get him go through the junior certification process,
Yeah.
and we got rained out, so we weren't able to go. We got a good snorkel in, which is really beautiful.
Right.
Um, but I have a vested interest to get him scuba diving, and
Right.
looks like a beautiful spot. Let me ask you a question, Richard. Did you want to do a demo on Dub AI with me?
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let's do this. I have a couple of questions. Do you have Slack? Have you heard of Slack? Do you use Slack?
Yeah, I've actually linked up with Slack because Darius has been asking me to do that as well,
Oh, okay.
and I've
Perfect.
been working with Darius one on one. And we had a bit of difficulty getting everything lined up, but we've now got it lined up, and apparently we now got our emails started going out just the other day.
Oh,
So
perfect.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
So
I'll jump into your account if you could. If you could just get your screen ready with Slack, basically get Slack ready to screen share. Is that comfortable for you?
right, yeah. Hang on.
Okay. And then while you're doing that, Martin, any questions that you have?
Martin in the beginning, he was off mute. Martin, I'm not sure. He couldn't speak it earlier either. I don't know if it's just
Oh, okay.
what's going on with the mic, but yeah.
Martin, we see that your mic is on now and hot. So if you're talking, we cannot hear you. If you want to send a chat message and tell us what's going on, we could maybe support you like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's maybe AI Martin Green or it could be real human Martin
Oh,
Green,
okay.
but if you're a human Martin, yeah, say hello in the chat. And then do you need Richard to be a panelist, Ruben, to share his screen?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So Richard, I'm gonna send you that request again. Just accept the request, and then once you're a panelist, then you'll be able to share.
Yeah, I'm just getting Slack's just sending me the stuff to log in.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
then Rob, if you want to put Martin back as an attendee.
Oh, he's not a panelist yet. He's not there yet.
Oh, okay. I guess I see him on the top here. Okay.
I only
Oh,
see him
I
as
see what you're
attendee.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just because his mic is. Can you mute him or no?
You talking about Richard or Martin?
Martin, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I can put mute. There you go.
Oh, okay. I don't, for some reason, I can't do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But Richard's a it looks like Richard, you accepted it, right? I think. I'm not seeing you as a panelist yet, but I think you have to rejoin.
Uh, Let me have a look.
I
And
can
then I see Gil and Mike in the
I've got
audience.
feedback at Dubb. No, sorry. What should I
here.
be looking for?
I
Yeah,
just sent
hopefully
I
I
just
can
sent it
see it. I got
again.
it, got it, got it,
Yeah.
got it. I just did it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, you'll be rejoining. Okay, great.
Okay.
There we
And
go.
then Gil, Mike, do you guys have any questions while we're waiting over here? Just want to make sure we address you all. Okay. So it seems like everyone's good here.
Okay, you're a panelist now, Richard.
Right. So I hope I've got I've opened up Slack, so that's good. I'm on my mobile. I hope that's all right.
So. The problem here is that you have no way to sh it's going to be hard for you to share your screen via mobile on Zoom.
Right.
Yeah, we should probably have you come tomorrow. Are you on a Mac or PC?
I'm on a PC.
Yeah, it's not easy for you to share your Slack.
Right.
But here I'll do this. Since you woke up early, I'll kind of give you a little bit of guidance here, just showing you Slack on my side. So what I would encourage you to do is I would encourage you to tell me if you've done any of these items. So the first thing is to create individual channels of your efforts.
No.
Okay. So I would for you, let's figure out what those are. In fact, I'm gonna have Dubb AI do this for me. Okay, so the thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to have this send you an email.
Right.
Can you put your email in the Zoom chat?
Yeah, I'm just doing that now.
Okay.
You get that okay?
Yeah. Let me take a look. Yes. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell our AI assistant here. CRM management, he uses follow-up boss. So explain how he can what problems do you want to solve here? Data cleanup, email sending, what are you going through?
Well, you've just cleaned up my emails, and we've cut it down to 7,000. That's in your CRM now, in Dubb CRM. That's what it's working on. But so that's already been done.
Okay.
As far as current email addresses are concerned, live and not dead ones, so that we're not bouncing when we send out stuff. So that's only just started. So the thing, one of the things that I would have liked to have done is I'd like to be able to sort of reach out to scuba diver um, orientated people throughout the world to make them an offer to be able to buy into this particular project. So I don't know if that's something that's you can do with Slack.
Okay. So yeah, with Dubb AI. So this is sort of some use cases that I can think of right here.
Right. Should I be looking at the Slack screen, should I?
Just on the Zoom. Yeah, yeah. I'm just crafting this email that I'm just
Okay.
providing you a little bit of research so that you
Okay.
can,
All right.
yeah, and then the next time we meet, you should just be on desktop
Oh
and
yeah, for sure. I'll make sure of that. Yeah.
yeah, and then just have Slack ready and you can screen share. Yeah, all good, no worries.
Yeah.
And then what's your website?
Um, excuse me, pacifichavenresort.com. Haven, pacifichavenresort.com.
All right, so this is going to give you a little bit of an explanation email so that you can do your own research
Right.
and go through the process a little bit before we meet. I forgot to mention Dub AI, so I had to redo it. But okay, so this is going to do some research for you. So imagine if you could do this. Imagine if you meet a scuba diver, you get their email on the web, and you ask it, "Hey, search this guy's, research his or her company, where they live, what city they live in, where do they like to play, and provide, craft a personalized email for them. Include this
Yeah.
stuff video."
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden this becomes extremely powerful because this
Yeah.
is this is this is something that I've dreamed about, which is personalization at scale.
Yeah. Well, you and me both.
Yeah. This is what we've all dreamed about, and it's been hard, you know?
Yeah.
So that this allows us to do what we do best, which is to create content, to build relationships, to meet with people, and to share the dream. And the technology does the work for us.
Steve, Paddy trains 1 million new scuba diving uh, first timers every year.
Yeah.
So it's and out of 650 franchises throughout the world. And none of them that I know of have a completely dedicated scuba diving academy, freestanding in its own building on its own block of land on the ocean. So we've got a lot to talk about with people who are interested in the sport.
Okay. Okay, so this sent you an email. So it gave you an explanation of everything that this can do for you.
Right.
And see
Why?
how it's do you see how it's
Yeah.
how it's personalizing it for you?
Yeah.
The
Yeah. I'm just.
subject. This is learning for me. This is like it's embryonic right now.
Yeah.
It's not Patty certified yet, but I'm training it.
Right. Yeah. I'm ready. What? It's a good email.
Yeah. Did you receive the email?
Yeah. I'm wandering through it now. I'm down to
Oh,
point
you're winding
five.
through it now? Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I mean, one of the things that I would love for you to ask it about is how it can help you with social media content.
right.
Because imagine, I can tell you're a great storyteller, you're a great communicator. I can tell you have a lot of life experience. And I mean, you have the dream. You live in paradise. It's a haven. It's right in the name. So, what if you went daily on YouTube and on Instagram? What if you use the Dubb mobile app? Rob is the best coach on this. Writing a script in the Dubb mobile app, recording it, and then sharing it on Instagram and doing that daily, that's a high value way to generate leads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let me give you a quick demo on that.
And then you can have a link below the video, Richard, your Dubb link. And when they click leave it as a pinned comment. And when they click on that, then they're brought to your nice landing page where they can do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. That's the dream. And the other part of that dream, of course, is being able to have my leads come in at the moment. My paid leads come in from Facebook. So the dream then also is to have like a mini chat relationship continuing with them,
Yeah.
with so that you're talking to them or inviting them to invest in the project. You know,
Yeah.
the
We use
reason,
ManyChat, so we're familiar.
yeah.
Yeah. Let me show you a quick demo here.
Oh, that looks great. Thanks. I'll print that off and go through it and read it.
Yeah. Um, so let me see if I can share my mobile screen here. Can you see my mobile screen?
Yeah, yeah, can. Yeah,
Okay. So this is the Dubb mobile app here. So let me show you how easy it is to activate social content. So what you want to do is you want to go to the brain.
yeah. This is inside my dashboard.
This is inside the Dubb mobile app. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to write a social script, 30 seconds maybe. And then this is going to go and generate my content right here. And then here's a script. Now, is this perfect? Probably not. It's AI. It doesn't know what you know, but
Yeah.
it's a starting point and it's something to respond to. So now I would just say, I would click add to scripts, save that, and then click on the camera icon at the bottom, and then click on my script right here, and now I've got a teleprompter. And this is with experience, and I've been using a teleprompter for years now, so I've done this a number of times. But this is I'm pretty good at this, right? So it does take experience. Don't get frustrated if you can't do it within the first couple of times. It might take you 10 or 100 practice rounds, but I promise you, once you get to that 100 practice round, you're going to be using a teleprompter like a champ. So here's what that looks like. Scuba divers, if Vanuatu isn't on your bucket list yet, it needs to be. This South Pacific gem is packed with crystal clear water, vibrant coral reefs, dramatic drop-offs, and some of the best wreck driving in the world. So finish your script. You can edit it if you click on this. If you click on that pencil icon, you can edit it just like what Rob
Right.
was explaining. Click close, and then now you can upload this to Dubb, and it's uploaded into your Dubb account. And then you can also send this as an iMessage. So if you open iMessage right here and click Rob right here, if you,
Ruben, we're still seeing your writer screen. The prompt AI writer.
oh, okay.
That's still stuck on that. You might have to just like bounce out and come back in. So you can see the recording screen.
Oh, I think it's because when you have the camera on, it stops it.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Okay, here, actually, I'll just show my screen. Or I'll just use the webcam here. It's fine. Okay, so now what I'll do is so you didn't see me recording?
No, you can only see you moving to the camera, like
Oh, I
you're
got you.
looking off to the right.
I got you. Okay, so what you would do is here's the Dubb mobile app right here. You just click on that on this button right here. You can see that button right there.
Yep.
And then that gives you the teleprompter, and then you can select your teleprompter, and then you can
Right.
record it. So now you've recorded the video directly to the teleprompter, and what it does is it downloads the file right onto your phone in your gallery. Are you iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
iPhone. So it downloads the phone right to your iPhone. And at this stage, you just open up Instagram and then open up Instagram, click the plus button on the top left, select that video, add a caption, and you've got a piece of social content. And the amazing
Right.
thing about you is you can do it outdoors. You can do it
Yeah.
shooting the reef, and the sky's the limit for you because
Picture in picture, Ruben. Picture in picture.
picture in
Perfect.
picture. You could take that's a beautiful idea. You can take this is how to do picture in picture. You can, right here on this button right here, it's hard to demo this, but right there, that picture in picture button, that allows you
Right.
to have a picture in picture. So now that is of my face, and
Yeah.
this is of what's around me. So if it's like this,
Imagine it's the ocean.
so you have my picture of my face, and then you have the beautiful, you know, sunset or the coral reef or the boat or whatever it is, the facility, the building, you've got that in the background. That's a picture in picture. People
Yeah.
love using picture in picture because you don't have to have your face all big and blown up, but at the same time you're being a guide, but then showing a beautiful visual in the background. So that's
Yeah.
another use case for you. Another use case is to do virtual background, which is that button at the bottom right there,
Yeah. Yeah.
virtual background, which sounds like you know about. What you
Yeah.
can do is this will let
You
me show you.
drop a video behind there too, Ruben. Remember the video
Yeah,
part?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you have, I'm sure you have so many videos on your camera already on your phone. What you can do is you can take a screenshot like this right here, and then
Yeah.
do you already know about this?
Well, sort of. I do it on the laptop.
Oh,
I
perfect.
just put I put a video I put a picture of one of my artist impressions or whatever behind me when I talk. So I do that.
Yeah, perfect. So imagine if you could do this.
Yeah.
How co- how cool is that? Right from your
Yeah.
phone. So I
Yeah.
mean, so here's the pro unlock. The pro unlock is to block out a day from your calendar, Sunday, a Friday, whatever you choose, and go record 100 videos.
Yeah.
Your whole A to Z, the building, the
Yeah.
boat, the business, everything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
um you have a month of social media content now. And
Yeah.
with the Meta scheduler, you can go and you can schedule these to be posted on social. There's also
Right.
there's also some social media that you can do here via Dubb AI, which we'll show next time. I'm not prepared for that.
Right.
So right here, social. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, so we'll talk about that next week or next session that you have with us.
Yeah. Well, I'm attending everyone that's coming now because it's so important to me. We've got to the point now where one of my jobs today is meeting with the designers, the draftsman engineering to finalise all the plans for this project. It's quite a big project. It's got 42 different buildings on it.
Wow.
And every one of the buildings got a story by itself. I've made them all different, rather than having a duplication of a whole lot of the same design building. We've actually incorporated almost a different precinct and different designs for
Wow.
the project. And it's I've been working on this for a long time. and I've been in real estate development for 45 years. So it's a combination of everything I've learned over an extended period of time being poured into this particular project. So there's no shortage of things to talk about in Vanuatu. And we also do passports and citizenship and permanent residency and corporation set up in our tax haven. So all these sort of things you can talk about. I could talk about it for a year and still be talking about it.
Yeah, that's amazing. Always start with the hook, share your story. Think about what your audience wants to hear. Don't be salesy. These are all things that, work really good. Stay
Yeah,
consistent. The other thing that I'll show you real quick before we wrap up here is, let me go ahead and share my screen. So this is your bio link. I don't know if you're familiar with this. So this link you get as part of your account, and on this link, it's a perfect link to use for your social account. So
right,
as your bio link. So if you go to your bio link right here, there is a link that appears in your bio at the top right here. You can
right,
put a link up here, and that link you can actually go and put your Dubb bio link. So this is another way to generate leads where
right,
if you have your link right there, people are going to be able to, on desktop, you can't see it, but on mobile, there's a link here.
right.
There's a link here so that the end user goes and they click on this, they watch your video right here. They click a button, they chat with your AI assistant. So I would encourage you to go and configure your bio link on
Okay,
Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever you're using.
right, okay. I'll do that.
Great.
This is
Enjoy the
this has been
sunrise.
yeah, it's been very productive. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Good to hear your voice again, Richard. Thanks for coming back in.
Okay, all the best.
Cool. And goodbye to all the other AIs that are here with us. Ruben, I'll see you at the office in a little bit.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.